Hey guys, it's Greg at Vanguard Motor Sales. Look what I got for you today. 2020 GT350R Heritage. This is the holy grail right here, baby. This is what Carroll Shelby would be driving if he was here with us today, and he would be in love with this car. Flat plane crank, making a bunch of horsepower. She sounds amazing, man, I tell you what. Nothing sounds like one of these motors in a flat plane crank. She's just an amazing piece. Now, a buddy of mine's got one of these he tracks it and he has a blast with it. Of course, this one's low mileage, looking beautiful, man. I love it. Of course, everybody knows I'm a Mustang guy. I like my Mustangs. I've had a couple GT500s and I've got the pleasure of driving one of these quite a bit, and I tell you, they are rocket ships. I tell you, as far as seat feel, it's hard to really tell the difference between this and a 500, but in an out-and-out drag race, I think this, the 500 may get this one, but maybe out on the track, this thing might hold its own. But I tell you what, she is amazing. And of course, you get to shift gears with this one. A lot of guys hate the fact that you can't shift gears in the 500. Well, you get to shift gears in this baby. Have some fun. Oh, I got the key inside. We'll take a look in the trunk later, but there's plenty of room in the trunk back there. I use mine as a grocery getter all the time. The dual exhaust looking sweet on it. When you look down the side of it, man, I tell you what, just looks killer, man. I love the wheels, got those Michelins on there. Just looking absolutely gorgeous. These cars are super, super hard to find. So give us a call, 248-974-9513. Tom will tell you all about this car. And we're about to take this thing out for a short drive. Then we're gonna put it up on the lift, check out the bottom, and then check out under the hood. GT350 time, baby. R. Now I got the exhaust in sport mode right now. This is wake up the neighbors mode. I used to leave the house with mine all the time. I'm sure the neighbors really appreciated it. It was really fun. I was really waiting for somebody to say something to me, but maybe they enjoyed it. I don't know. I know I did. It's fun shifting gears in this thing, but I tell you what, that dual clutch 7-speed trans, I love it. So, I mean, I love both of them. They both have their uses. I just like listening to the exhaust. And don't forget, we can deliver this baby anywhere in the world. You just give us a call at 248-974-9513. And if you need help with financing, we can help you out with that too. Man, does it sound nice. As you can see down here on the dash, we got the computer screen. It's got nav on it. And of course, all the radio controls and everything are there also. And then the dash, of course, the tach, and everything looking sweet. And what's so cool about these cars is they have the same dynamic or same shapes and everything as old school cars, which is super cool. I mean, you really feel like you're in a Mustang when you're driving this baby. We get to listen to the exhaust again. And she likes to wind up for sure. I mean, I'm just barely touching the gas in this thing. She's a rocket ship. Now at Vanguard, every car goes up on the lift. So we're gonna take this baby back to the shop right now and put it up on the lift and show you just how cool the bottom side is too. Then we'll get the hood up and we'll take a look at what's making all that racket under the hood, at least coming out the tailpipes. Super cool car right here, guys. Stick with us. We're gonna put it up in the air right now and show you what makes it tick. All right, we're underneath this GT350R, and she is beautiful. You can tell it was very well kept throughout its, I guess it's been around for a couple of years. It's 2020. Everything under here is looking clean as a whistle. Right here, you see these two lines coming out of here. It's actually got a cooler for the diff. Keep that diff cooler, or keep that diff fluid cool. Goes back there through a cooler. It's got a little pump that pumps it through. It actually has a temperature sensor too that you can check on the dash. You can do more stuff on the dash than these things you shake a stick at. Of course, independent rear suspension. Says, looks like a 373 gear in here. That's an 8.8 rear end. Everything under here is looking sweet as can be. You can see it looks like it's brand new because it is brand new. Now you see some marks right in here. Every one of them have these because this is where the assembly line takes it down the assembly line. I believe it probably uses these locator holes here. So everybody always asks about what those little rub marks are. Of course, we got our 6-speed trans that everybody loves in this thing. You see this skid plate here, not a scratch on it anywhere. Now we got just a couple super fine scratches. Now the nose of this thing is low to the ground. Keep it off the curbs, guys. I mean, the nose of this car is about 2 feet longer than you think it is when you're sitting in a car. So just stay way back. You don't want to mess up that splitter. Although, let me tell you a quick story. Those splitters are pretty tough. You know, with this, you see those semi-truck tires laying on the side of the road, you know, the tread? I actually drove over one of mine and it didn't even hurt it. Now, we got some good looking wheels here. These are 305/30 19s up front. And look at those gigantic Brembo brakes. That's what's stopping this monster. You get into the corner running about 160 miles an hour, them babies will stop you. You look down the side, just as pretty as can be. You see that GT350 right there? Oh, Carroll Shelby's smiling right now. He loves this car, I guarantee you. Rockers all nice and clean, not a mark on it. Then out back here, I believe these are one size bigger. Yeah, 315/30 19s out back. And again, Brembo brakes slowing you down in the back. Guys, we're gonna lower this thing down and look at that flat plane crank, and that 5.2 liter motor. All right, under the hood, here she is, guys. 5.2 liters, making a ton of horsepower. That flat plane crank in there, making this thing sing. Yes, she is. 526 horsepower. This thing is a monster, man. I'll tell you what. Remember back in the day when you used to be making just 1 horsepower per cubic inch and you thought you were doing good? Well, this one is basically, I guess about 310 cubic inches, maybe a little bit more. And then it's making almost double that in horsepower. So she is a monster, this 5.2 liter. Of course, air conditioning, and of course it's got power brakes, anti-lock brakes, all that good stuff. And then all the goodies on the dash, you're gonna have to get into the computer, take some tutorials on them, because I tell you what, this thing does so many things that I doubt anybody knows everything they do. She's just an amazing piece. It being a Heritage, it being an R, it being a 2020, I mean, this is one rare beast right here, guys. A lot of people are keeping these for their collection. Again, I've told you about 19 times now, I drive this thing because it's just too much fun to drive. So give us a call at 248-974-9513 and let Vanguard Motor Sales park this dream in your drive.